In 1925, a man walked into Paris and sold the Eiffel Tower. Not a model, not a postcard. The real thing. He posed as a French government official, claimed the tower was too expensive to maintain, and auctioned it off as scrap metal. And when no one reported the crime, he came back months later and sold it again. His name was Victor Lustig, Austrian by birth, con man by trade. He spoke 6 languages, wore custom suits, and carried a confidence so smooth, even police officers trusted him. In Paris, he read about debates over the Eiffel Tower's cost. Some called it an eyesore. Others said it should be torn down. Lustig saw an opportunity. He printed fake government letterhead, called himself Deputy Director of the Ministry of Posts, and invited 5 wealthy scrap metal dealers to a secret meeting. At a quiet Paris hotel, Lustig laid out his plan. The government wants to dismantle the tower, he said, but it must be done quietly to avoid public outcry. He took them to the Eiffel Tower, let them inspect the iron, then held a private auction. One man, André Poisson, won the bid. He paid a small fortune and walked away with paperwork that looked official. But days later, Poisson realized he'd been scammed. Yet he told no one. Why? Because admitting he'd bought the Eiffel Tower would make him look like a fool. Months passed. Lustig watched the news. No reports of the scam, so he returned to Paris, found another scrap dealer, used the exact same script. This time, the man grew suspicious. He contacted the real Ministry of Posts. Lustig fled to the United States, just hours before police arrived. Here's what made this scam possible. In 1925, the Eiffel Tower was not yet a symbol of France. It was just a tall iron structure many wanted to remove, and Lustig didn't target fools. He targeted proud men who wanted to believe they'd been chosen for a secret government deal. Shame kept them silent, and silence let Lustig escape. He was finally caught in America, not for selling the Eiffel Tower, but for counterfeiting. At his trial, he bragged, "I sold the Eiffel Tower twice, and I would do it again." Today, the Eiffel Tower is protected by lasers, guards, and laws. But in 1925, all it took was a fake letter and a man who understood human pride. This is the true story of Victor Lustig, the con artist who sold Paris's most famous landmark, not once, but twice. If you believe real history is stranger than fiction, subscribe for more unbelievable, but 100% real humans.